Hi everyone, Shana Karpeles here with CA Bar Style. I hope you are all doing well. I've been getting a lot of questions regarding what is the difference between tutoring with me and coaching, because if you look at our packages and our programs, you'll always see some time allotted in the package that you're getting or being offered for tutoring with me, and then you'll also see services offered for coaching. Well, what is the difference? Okay. Let's start with tutoring. Tutoring is really assessment. I like to call it assessment. So as you're going through my program, you are assigned in your schedule essays to write and issue spotting and performance tests to write. Of course, I'm showing you how to do all of that. And once you get that guidance, then you go ahead and you do your practice. You're also doing multiple choice. So about 3 to 4 weeks into each program, whether you're in early prep or whether you're in the general course or whether you're in a boot camp, whatever program we're offering, we do offer several things. So whatever program you're in, though, the general flow is about 3 to 4 weeks into whatever program you're in, I do an assessment. And that assessment goes like this. I spend about an hour or so before your actual scheduled tutoring session that day going through your work product. Your online classroom has a tab and all your work product is in your file. And I go through it and I go through the essays. I usually start with the essays. I go through the performance test and your multiple choice report as well. And what I'm looking for are, how are you connecting with the lectures that you're watching? How are you connecting with the law? How is your timing? Are there consistent patterns of things that you're doing wrong that, even though the graders, of course, because you have all the graded, thorough, wonderful feedback that we provide, but are you doing things consistently that are more of a pattern that I see that can elevate your score? And so it's really taking that grading feedback and it's elevating it to a point that is very individualized for you specifically. Because the grading feedback on the essays or the performance test, that's going to tell you what you did wrong in that specific PT or essay. But I'm going to come in and there are things that I see, being really an expert on this to date. I've tutored over 3,000 applicants and looked at thousands and thousands of blue books and writing in my course. And I can see things in even a couple essays and a PT that you need to know about. It's a problem that a lot of applicants have, especially first time takers and repeaters, really, where they're in a program and they're just looking at the grading feedback. So I really want to avoid any type of cookie cutter setting where an applicant is just a number in a course and just relying on grading feedback to know how they're doing in that program. So what I like to do is really give a very thorough assessment, especially early on, to really highlight the problems that the applicant is running into in their writing and their multiple choice, to make sure that they know what they're doing wrong and how to improve upon it. So in that assessment is also things that I'm likely going to assign in addition to the schedule that you have, because you do need to cover what's in that schedule. Everybody will need it. But I want to elevate that so that you can work on, let's say, your timing, or work on your analytical framework, or your tone on the performance test, or your briefing of case law on the performance test. There's a lot of different things that go into it. So the assessment is improvement, is what's going on, is where are you making mistakes, and that's the first step. And then as we go on, by the second assessment, about 3-4 weeks later, when I have more and more work product from that initial one, that's where I'm looking to see, have you improved? Is it moving along? Are you where I need you to be, or where I know the examiners are going to want you to be? And is it connecting to the extent that it should be at that point? And if not, then we have a different discussion and I tell you what I need you to do there, and we just continue that momentum. That is tutoring. Now, in addition to that, applicants sometimes will email me substantive law questions before a tutoring session. Maybe they are bringing to the table some concerns they have. Maybe they're behind on their schedule. So that definitely can be covered in a tutoring session as well. But typically, the tutoring is assessment. It's a very key fundamental part of what we do over here, and it gives you as an applicant finally the clarity that you need to make sure that you understand how to improve in these areas and what you're doing wrong. Now, coaching is a little bit different. Coaching can happen really at any time. There are a lot of factors, if you've taken the bar before here in California or any bar really, to prepare well. And so, as you're going, as an applicant is going through their schedule, things like um, falling behind on their schedule, work, study, life balance, how to work and take the exam, how to work and work through the schedule. I get a lot of parents, a lot of moms and dads that are overwhelmed and trying to reach the school, which they should, but then also they have a lot on their plate. Well, how do you navigate through that? So, coaching is if a student feels like there's something going on that they need my help with. It could be time management, like I said, it could be scheduling within that time management. It can be I'm taking a vacation and I need to get caught up when I'm back. How do I do that? Whatever coaching is needed, that you send me an email and we'll either hop on a call that day. It depends on how pressing the issue is, but we hop on a call or I respond to an email and I'm there to coach you. It is really important because, as you know, there are a lot of factors that go into preparing well for this test. And I don't want you to just be a number, like I said. I want the whole universe, the whole picture of an applicant to be addressed when is needed. And so I take a lot of time coaching my applicants, and coaching could also be a pep talk. Maybe one day you're just feeling really unmotivated and you need me to get you out of that funk. I'm there for that as well. So, what I do with the coaching is kind of analogous to life coaching. And it really is important to have that factor for a lot of applicants that need that step in their preparation and don't want to just be taking more of a hands-off approach to their bar prep. So some applicants need it more than others, and that's cool. And some applicants actually don't contact me for any coaching. It just depends on what your needs are. It's all about the applicant. So that's the difference between coaching and tutoring. I hope I've clarified that. I will say, to sum it up, that the amount of tutoring offered in your packages are what is needed for that particular package. So there really are very few times that we add tutoring or that an applicant needs it. Of course, if an applicant needs a little bit more, I'm not going to the addendum and saying to their contract, what do they have, and just telling them that they can't have me. I'm really always there for my applicants for whatever needs that they have within reason, of course. But for the most part, my applicants get the service that they need and the attention that they need to make sure that whatever steps, whatever issues, whatever problems they're running into are addressed so they do not carry into the test. And so that's what I'm there for, and I'm pretty good at it. So come on over if you need that help. And I hope that clarified the difference between coaching and tutoring. Have a great day.